How would you like to spend $3 to fill your gas tank? You could if you lived in a country rich in oil. When you think of OPEC, disturbing images of the Middle East and Muslims may come to mind. But for 12 cents a gallon gas, you need only head south. As a forgotten member of OPEC, Venezuela lies just a short plane flight from Miami. With its alliances in the Middle East, Venezuela provides a unique gateway for world missions. In the oil-rich city of Maracaibo, Campus Crusade for Christ is ministering to university students. Most of them come from a Catholic heritage and are incredibly open to the gospel.
It's more than amazing to experience how ripe the harvest is here. Every time students, staff, visitors from the U.S. or other countries come, and I tell them, this week you will see someone pray to receive Christ. And they're like, yeah, right. And I used to hesitate to say I guarantee it, but now I don't. It is so ripe that if you simply go on campus, sit down with someone, share the gospel, use the 4 spiritual laws, even if you can't speak Spanish, use the bilingual one, someone will pray to receive Christ with you. In the scriptures it says that Jesus calls us to be fishers of men. I know fishermen only like to go where the fish are biting. And it's great fishing here in Venezuela.
A few years ago, a group of American Campus Crusade students visited the campuses of Maracaibo. They talked to a couple of young men named Christian and Davey who were searching for meaning and purpose in life.
I was like, this God is real. He has changed their lives. Why he cannot change my life? Because I wasn't happy with my life. I was studying because I wanted to get something better. I wanted to live a better life, have money, he started letting me know that that was not the most important thing.
The weeks after that happened, there was one guy from Crusade who used to meet with me every week, and we would talk about the Bible, we would share the gospel with some friends, and we pretty much be on campus all the time talking about Christ, and God was using that to help me to see His vision for the world.
I describe Latinos, specifically here in Venezuela, not as emotional, but as passionate. And so if I teach a young man about God and having a real relationship with Him, to understand and teach the scriptures, and to share that out of a passionate lifestyle, it's just contagious. And it's so fun to watch people like Christian and Davey and some of the beautiful young women that God has also brought along our team too. And so 90% of the students and staff that we now have are new believers. They've all received Christ in the last 4 or 5 years. And so it's how exciting is that? Because it's not even hard to motivate them to share their faith. Someone told them about Christ, I go and tell someone else about Christ. And that's what they're doing. That's why there's so many more that are coming to Christ.
I told him from the Bible, it was like Revelation 3:20. And I told him Revelation 3:20, and he was like, now I get it. I need to open the door of my heart. And I said, yes, you have to. So I told him, let's tell others about this. And we went to share the gospel with others in his campus. And we went there, and he was able to let them know about the eternal life. And it was really neat for me to see him that he just grasped that idea. He just understood that and be able to go and tell others about it. So that was what happened with Ricardo today.
Well, as you can see today, this afternoon, with just 30 minutes of advertising before this meeting, we packed this room with almost 200 students. And if you can see around me right now, I can see at least 12 to 15 different groups of people hearing about the gospel of Christ for the first time.
I just had a great opportunity with 4 wonderful girls. I shared with them the 4 laws, and they accepted Christ. And well, it's awesome. You can share the gospel. You have open doors here in Venezuela.
Well, Venezuela is a part of OPEC. And so they can go places that, as an American, I can never go, and I'm not welcomed. But when some of our students went, for instance, to the Western Sahara, they saw the Venezuelan passport and went, Chavez, and welcome, welcome, and just went right on in.
My first year as a staff, we would see guys coming to Christ and we would start a Bible study with them. And one of those guys that I shared the gospel with, it was Norberto. He came to Christ. Right now, Norberto is one of the main leaders on campus in our movement. He brought his best friend Javier, and they got very involved, and they were growing, and they're actually now thinking about serving God with us. And I remember that last year, one of them went to Morocco, North Africa, for a mission trip, and the other one went to the Amazon. So I think it's a privilege, it's a huge privilege for me to serve God here and to see what He's doing. It's amazing.
So I had the opportunity with Crusade to go overseas to Spain and also to Morocco and to share the gospel with the Muslims. And one of the best things that, the most important thing I think captured my attention was that they like us.
We now have not only a ministry here in Maracaibo, but a ministry in Merida, and we are going to start a ministry in Caracas next year and in San Cristobal. All of this is because Venezuelans are choosing to lead and to join us as laborers.
I just think that this is the best job I can have, so I can go. This is a passion that I have. I like to talk to people about Christ.
In the past 4 years, we've already have 15 Venezuelan staff. And I know of students who are waiting to graduate to join with us as well. And so they want someone to invest in them, train them, equip them, and send them out. I want to be a part of that. I want to stay here and be a part of that.